I've been filming wildlife with my iPhone through my spotting scope or binoculars for like 10 plus years now. I've tried every Digiscope system out there, and while many come close, they all have flaws. Some don't auto-align, some lock you into using only one lens, and many others make it nearly impossible to use your phone's camera normally. But fast forward to 2025, technically 2024, this little guy right here launched. My friend Bruce makes this. Bruce is from Epoch Outdoors, and this is the Mountain Mag. And I think it's the best digiscoping system ever developed. I've been testing it the past year. It uses MagSafe technology, so it literally just magnetizes onto your phone. So it's really fast and easy. It also auto-aligns between your zoom lens or your 1x lens by simply twisting. It pops off instantly, so you can use all of the cameras on your phone. This Mountain Mag is super innovative and makes capturing footage of wildlife through your binoculars or your spotting scope really easy. So let's break it down. Any iPhone 12 or newer has got MagSafe built into the phone. And what MagSafe is a ring of magnets that you can use for wireless charging as well as attaching accessories to, such as the Mountain Mag. And if you're an Android user, no worries at all. You can get a MagSafe compatible case off of Amazon for like 25 bucks and get the exact same functionality. I'm using the iPhone 16 Pro. Obviously it has MagSafe built into it, but I really like to run a case on my phone. I just feel like if I don't have a case on, the odds of me smashing my phone and breaking it are very high. So I prefer to run a case, but same deal as Android. You can literally just jump on Amazon. You can get a MagSafe compatible case for your iPhone, 25 bucks. Slide your phone in, and all the MagSafe accessories, including the Mountain Mag, are going to work just fine. Here's how the Mountain Mag works. Got your phone, obviously. You've got the Mountain Mag. You're going to magnetize it on and then either line it up with your 1x or, in this case, 5x zoom lens. And then you're going to grab your optic, binoculars or spotting scope. They've got a corresponding eyepiece. You're just going to line the magnets up and start filming. Like, it's that easy. And then if you want to film normally with your phone, say you're just capturing some Instagram content or other vertical stuff, and say you want to use your wide angle lens, you can literally just pull this guy off, start filming, slip this back into your vinyl harness, and you're not impeded by a giant phone case. And one more time, I'll show you how it works with my spotting scope. So again, corresponding eyepiece, but we're just going to take the Mountain Mag, attach it on there, line it up with whatever lens I want to use, say that one, stick it on there, magnetizes, auto lines, I'm filming. That was so easy. Caveat, I do work with Bruce and Epoch Outdoors on a professional basis. I shoot a little photo and video for them. And I also have a discount code for all of Epoch's products. So if you'd like to try this out, code Drake will save you 10%. But I've been very fortunate in my career, both as a photographer and content creator, in that I've always been able to work with brands and companies that I truly believe in, that I believe make amazing products, if not the best products out there. And I've used all of the other digiscoping adapters on the market, and this one from Epoch Outdoors, the Mountain Mag, is the best I have ever tried. Let's talk about the ordering process when you get this guy. So when you order from Epoch Outdoors, you're going to select two things. First off, you're going to select which phone you have, and then secondly, you're going to select which optic you are planning to film through, because every optic, the eyepiece is going to be a little bit different sized, and Bruce has got eyepieces that fit pretty much every optic on the market. So you want to pair those two so they fit perfectly. So you can get an eyepiece like this one for my Swaro Nano Pure 12x42 binos, so that your iPhone 16 Pro in this case can just attach and you can start filming. So I film with both my spotter and my binoculars, sometimes handheld with the binos, but always on a tripod with the spotter. I've got a corresponding eyepiece for each one of these. Now in the past with other digiscoping brands, the eyepiece portion was always really thick and big and bulky. Often it would cause your eye relief to be real bad, or it would cause normally like the adapter would be sticking up like this while your other one was basically flush. You couldn't glass with them on, or you had to spin them both out to like glass like that. And then you'd have like a giant halo when you were glassing. So it just was never ideal because they were so dang thick. So Bruce set out to solve that problem, and he's made these eyepieces really, really thin. I mean, I don't know the exact measurement, but I'm really particular about my glassing, and I spent a lot of money on these NL Pures. Love them, and I was like, ooh, I really don't think I want to put an eyepiece and like leave it living on the objective lens here. But threw this guy on, and the difference between this one and this one, I mean, it's like a couple millimeters. And when I go to glass, like I literally can't tell the difference. And so props to Bruce for making this guy really, really thin to improve the glassing experience, because those other ones that were big and bulky that stuck out was just no bueno. These are thin, and they are basically the same size as the eyepiece that's already on your binos or spotting scope. So there's really like not a big form factor change at all. And in years past, this eyepiece would always like live in my pocket. It would live in my binocular harness. While that certainly worked, it added, I don't know, 10 seconds to the whole digiscoping thing, because I would have to pull it out of my bino harness, stick it on there, get it to where it was like perfectly flush, and then I could put my phone on and start filming. It would just take a lot of time. Often when you're trying to film stuff, when you're trying to film wildlife, they're fleeting moments. You might only have 5 seconds to get it done, and with this system, it is really, really fast. So now the eyepiece on both my binos and my spotter just lives on there all the time. To recap, here are 5 things that really makes the Mountain Mag stand out. Number 1, you can use both lenses. So you just magnetize this guy on there, lined up with the 1X, just twist it, lines up with the 5X. Which brings me to point number 2, it auto aligns. Like I just twist it and it just like clicks right into the corresponding eyepiece. It's perfect. No fumbling around, no having to like guide the lens into the little hole. Like, this is just so simple and fast. And number 3, if you want to use your phone's camera normally, you can just pull this guy off. Now you have access to all 3 lenses. There's nothing covering it. There's not a designated case. You can just start filming. And number 4, you leave the eyepiece attached to your optics at all times, because there's no halo, no eye strain. This guy does not affect your glassing experience at all. And number 5, it works with both your binoculars and your spotting scope. And let's add a number 6 in there, in that it works with either Android or Apple, anything that's MagSafe compatible. Next, I just want to talk about how I film with the Mountain Mag and a couple of little tricks of the trade. So I do not like to use the native iPhone camera app, because it won't allow me to lock which lens I'm using. It will basically switch lenses depending on how much light is coming in. So it's a little annoying, because say you're on the 5X zoom lens and you go and you move your phone up to your spotting scope or binoculars to film through, because the light is just going to be lower when you're filming through optics, it's automatically going to switch to your 1X lens, but you're already lined up with the 5X lens. It's just really annoying. And there is some settings within the camera app that you can change to turn that feature off. But what I prefer to do instead is I do all of my filming with a separate app. It's called the Final Cut Camera app. It's a super simple app, but it allows you to lock in which lens you're using. It also allows you to change the codec, the frame rate, and the resolution. But most importantly, it allows you to lock in which lens you're using. The app is free, but there is some room for improvement. That said, there may or may not be a solve coming very, very soon. That's all I can say right now, but be on the lookout in the App Store and on the Epoch's page, as well as my page, because Digiscoping really might have just gotten a complete overhaul. But in the meantime, you can download the Final Cut Camera app. It's really easy to use. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Epoch Outdoors also makes this pretty badass product. This is a MagSafe phone holder. Again, similar to the Mountain Mag, it just attaches to the MagSafe on the back of your phone. It can be used a lot of ways. You can mount it to a tripod and film with your phone that way. You can film vertically, you can just twist it, film horizontally. You could twist it like this, lay it flat. You could watch a TV show in your tent at night if you're bored. This bottom piece right here, this is Arca-Swiss compatible, so it's going to fit most tripods out there. It's also got a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom, so you could attach different base plates. And it has got a cold shoe mount on the top here, so you could add a mic to increase the audio of video that you're shooting with your phone. But this Mountain Mag phone holder, it just really boosts the functionality of your phone and how you can use it. You can film in various ways, you can watch shows in various ways. Often when I'm hunting by myself, I won't take my big camera. I'm just going to take my phone. I'm going to take this little tiny tripod, the Mountain Mag phone holder, and I'm going to be able to get tons of sick shots. You know, if I did kill a critter and I want to set up for a trophy shot, you can do that so easily now with the Mountain Mag phone holder. Props to Bruce for always innovating and creating cool stuff. And again, if you want to try anything out from Epoch Outdoors, such as the Mountain Mag or the Mountain Mag phone holder, they've also got a couple other products like the shed straps and the Bear Blitz bear spray holster. Discount code DRAKE, D-R-A-K-E, will save you 10%. Link below in the description on this video to the Epoch Outdoors website. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and drop a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts on the Mountain Mag. I will see you in the next video.